Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities. We're going to work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. I'll interject my financial opinions as we go through it together. If you need help with anything, check out finding-value.com. That's where I dive deeper into all of these topics, subjects, looking for potential investment opportunities and sharing those opportunities with everyone in the community. We just had a question and answer session Sunday or yesterday, and that is uploaded to the website for everyone to view. We do have a coupon code special going on right now. If you'd like to try it out, you can use the special coupon code. You get a 50% discount on the first month only on the monthly membership and a larger discount on the yearly membership. Let's dive in, take a look, see what's going on today. We've got a stronger dollar today, up 0.55%. And that went up with stronger yields. The yields were definitely rocketing higher today. So the dollar, yes, it's stronger in the short term here. It's just barely holding on. We're in a downtrend, and we'll see if that can be reversed depending on what yields do. Now, yields, 2-year yield, this is some dramatic fluctuation here. I don't Let me see if there's anything even close to this size of a candlestick. Looking backwards, I mean, this thing is massive. We went from 3.462% and we ended at 3.784%. It ended up it ended up in a big bullish engulfing candlestick, where this generally is a bottoming pattern that estimates that it's going to go up, at least statistically. Now, I'm looking at all this information. We're getting a ton of volatility. Somebody somebody had posted that China was dumping bonds, treasury bonds. And I don't know if that impacted the 2-year very much, but maybe the long end of the curve. Uh, but if we are entering a slowdown or a recession or whatever it is, this this here is a reversal of interest rates. At least the candlestick is. And the whole purpose of bombing this thing out is trying to get yields down where they can refinance the debt. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, this is a big reversal candlestick, probably one of the biggest I've seen on this 2-year yield. I don't think there's really much. I mean, there's one, I mean, that's on a monthly candlestick. You start going to the dailies, I can't really find candlesticks that are this big. There's a few, maybe that one, but that's still not the range is not as big. There's very few of them, very, very few of them. The 10-year yield up 5.13% today. And again, this looks like it wants to go higher. I know some people were stating that this is a shoulder, head, shoulder deal. Came on down, but this is a big reversal candlestick. We'll see what happens. I know some other countries own our debt, and perhaps the way that we are trying to negotiate tariffs with them uh, does not excite them very much, and they are dumping their bonds. So maybe that's part of what's going on here, or maybe not. But what I read is China was dumping some bonds, so we'll see what happens here. The 30-year yield also, look at the size of this thing, guys. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't think there's a candlestick that big anywhere on this chart. I've been watching it for years. There's nothing like this. That's a big bullish engulfing. It's a signal to go higher, um, and we're breaking out of this downtrend line to the upside. So again, let's see what happens tomorrow. I mean, volatility is just ridiculous all over the place, and this is not good. I mean, if we get some monster candlesticks out of this, like if we get yields that start to run out of control, that's very concerning. And seeing candlesticks like this and it when you don't have stable yields, I mean, the pricing of assets, it's going to be all over the place. So again, we'll watch it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. TLT getting smoked to the downside 3%. What does that mean? Bond prices lower means people are selling bonds and interest rates go up when people sell bonds. We went up against and hit our head on resistance and got absolutely rejected. But again, we'll see. I don't know if these markets are necessarily anything relating to normal. Uh, we're seeing volatility all over the place, and yields are no different. The 2 and the 10, the yield curve did uninvert a little bit. We're still within this pattern coming on down. It's a falling wedge. Falling wedges generally break upward. But again, I mean, we had monster yield surge to the upside today, and we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. TYX TNX ratio is up 0.39, not a huge up move. There's the closing price there. We've got, and then when that goes up, it's good for precious metals, specifically gold. Gold's down $45 an ounce. Let's see if it was all pre-market. It looked like it was during the open market. We had a nice, good pre-market surge. But here's the thing, guys. This is um, overseas. Think of it as like China, and when they're open. Then when we open, we get the huge um, selling pressure from us, the New York Stock Exchange. So people were talking about it. We had our Q&A session yesterday, and people were talking about, well, just wait for the morning um, the morning selling pressure. You know, the manipulation that we get every single morning. It seems like, you know, so it's up in the after hours. You know, it goes up, and then they kill it. It goes up, they kill it. It's like 8:30, 9 a.m. Every day. Silver, silver was incredibly volatile. It gapped down last night, had a huge run, huge run, bullish formation, breaking higher, and then they obviously opened and it was grinding sideways. But silver's, I mean, it looks okay. We have a lot of volatility here. Generally, when you're next to these big down candlesticks, you can still get some momentum to the downside. We could come up and roll over or something like that. So just be patient. The volatility is massive here, and trying to find or buy a bottom here is it's going to be really tough. Um, Platinum's down slightly. It's got, you know, big wick at the bottom, just like silver does. It could be a bottom for the short term. We got to see what kind of follow through we get. Just be patient. Palladium also getting the wick on both sides of these candlesticks. It's at support roughly, but we've also got some big selling pressure before it. We'll have to see if we come up and roll over or something like that, or if we can pop back um, above support, resistance support. XAU to gold ratio up 2.37%. We're dipping a little bit below this support level, but it's still holding at this time. Still a huge long way for an appreciation of gold and silver mining companies in relationship to gold for this ratio. I think it's a good spot to be looking with the yield curve that's inverted. Generally, gold and silver and the mining companies can do very well when the yield curve uninverts. GDX down 0.55% today. There's the downward move. We've got GXJ down just a little bit and SILJ down as well a little bit, up 0.29%. Sorry, it's up a little bit. Momentum is still to the downside. We haven't seen the turn yet on any of them. We've got crude oil down 1.6%. Massive selling pressure on Thursday and Friday. We were basically holding its own today, just going sideways, but the momentum is still to the downside. Still to the downside. TTF gas down 2.2% with momentum coming up a little bit. That does look like it is pretty weak in the short term. Natural gas in America down 4.9%, breaking some support levels to the downside, and we'll see if that momentum carries us in the future here. I'm sure some people are wondering, is this a kind of like a shoulder head shoulder? It could be. It could be, and we could see further downside pressure in the short term. Our boy XOP, yeah, you know me, it's holding on today, down 0.43% with the momentum coming back up from gapping down in the morning. But the momentum is still to the downside. That has not turned. OIH down 0.8%, trying to hold on. But again, it's got some nasty looking candlestick right before it the week before. So we could still see further downside pressure uh, with this momentum that's been generated. Newcastle Coal Futures looking like it's getting some good support here, up 0.92% right at the support level, and we'll see if we can get back above support. That support level is this big long-term trend line going across here. Physical Uranium Trust down 2.35%, which I would consider to be a win when looking at some of the other sectors today. That's down a little bit, and most everything sold off today, guys. Uranium futures pricing down 0.6%. That's basically a win. URA down 1.5%. And again, that's showing strength compared to other sectors in the market. Just something that people should be looking at. URNM down 3.66 and URNJ down 4.23. So since Trump kind of came out, those are the three candlesticks coming on down from the news that the market is trying to figure out and absorb. Nickel down 1.33%. Things can get a little bit nasty here as momentum starts to get generated to the downside. That's occurring everywhere. Copper down 3% for today. There it is, the big selling pressure candlesticks. It's trying to turn with this big wick at the bottom, but again, this is a lot of momentum, guys. So I would be patient to see what we get coming up here. Big question mark. Could we bounce and roll over? Do we go sideways? Do we continue lower with a big fat red candlestick? Again, this isn't the time to be jumping in front of this thing. I'd like to see a base, the candlesticks contract. COPX down 1.38%. That's getting hit. It was 43.36 March 25th. And in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, it's at 32.22. Very big move lower in a very short period of time. Lithium down 6%. This is getting hammered just like everything else, and we are generating some momentum to the downside. So be patient here. Still looks pretty weak. REMX down 1.85%. Consider that a win in the free fall dropping contest here, which again, this looks ugly. Everything looks ugly. Everything looks ugly. But it is pretty low compared to history of where we're located in this general area here. So I would be looking for a potential bottom and a turn. I just don't think we've got it yet. And the turns can happen pretty quick. They can get these huge green candlesticks. Maybe they got a wick at the bottom or something like that, showing a reversal pattern or reversal candlestick. I don't see that yet. Iron ore holding steady down 0.1%. Again, that's a pretty big win compared to most other sectors. It's holding on and it's squeezing up. Aluminum down 0.55%. That's got some downside momentum. Baltic Dry Index down 3.3%. But again, everything is selling off. I don't think there's anything really being spared all that much today. Emerging markets are down 3.72%. We did have a stronger dollar, and that also got free fall speed here each of these days. Move down 1.5%, and that's getting towards the support level of our long-term uptrend line. Is it possible that we can break through that? Well, I mean, anything's possible here with that momentum being generated of fear in the market. These can also reverse very quickly, and we can get short squeezes and all sorts of stuff. So when the volatility kicks way up, generally you kind of want to back off and just let it go in either direction. KRE up 0.02%. It's holding steady today, but momentum to the downside, and we're coming into some support. XHB down 3.1%, not looking all that hot compared to everything else. It's par for everything else because everything was down 3+% today, it seemed like. We've got TAN down 4%. That's looking kind of nasty at this time. No reversal candlestick yet. Russell 2000's down, down about 1%. It's coming to some support through here, which is this bottom trend line that we are hitting from 2009. Things could get pretty ugly. We could get a bounce here and then maybe a rollover break, which is possible. We've got a lot of downside momentum here, so let's see what happens. SPX down slightly, but again, this thing's been free falling ever since that flag pattern here that broke through support, and it's been pretty rough after that. NASDAQ up 0.1%. I don't know if that's a win or not, but this thing's also got lots of downside momentum the past 2 months being generated, and it's going to take some time for this to turn around, I think. And it looks pretty ugly. SMCI up 10.66%. That actually looks like it's trying to bottom here, at least on the weekly. Yeah, the daily looks like it's trying to bottom and work its way on up. It's a big bullish engulfing. Yeah, very few bullish signals occurring today. NVIDIA up 3.6. That also looks like it could potentially bottom here, or at least try to. We'll see what kind of follow through we get. That is a bullish piercing candlestick. Bitcoin is down 0.35. Again, that's a win compared to most everything else. Ethereum's down 1%. Momentum is still to the downside for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. MicroStrategy's down almost 9%, but again, it's holding on here. It's holding on. It's not out of the pattern or anything. The VIX, it spiked earlier in the morning. You can show that spike there. So it spiked up early in the morning and then came down throughout the day. So the VIX was up around 60 in the morning, or I should say, maybe that's at night. I don't know if this is pre-market or whatever. No, that might be market open. Either way, the VIX spiked and then it came back down, and hopefully we can get this reversed. You can see how this reversed with this was the yen carry trade unwind that happened back there. And that's what I've got for today, guys. So I'm going to end it there. Give me a thumb up for the content, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website if you'd like. And that's all I've got. So we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.